way to town. Snowed again last night. Still some snow on my van. Sold my turtle cereal bowls finally, my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But otherwise, it's been a very slow month of April, I'd say, for how few sales I've had. Very discouraging. I was hoping to move some of them TSR games to make up for some of my other over-purchased items this month. Because I don't know, spending too much money at the new auction. I don't like to do that, especially when I don't know how the economy is going to be and people are going to buy this junk. Anyway, I thought there was another reason I put this thing on, but I can't remember. I don't know. The ones I put in yesterday are gone. I looked in that box to see if there was movies. I saw those people were in that bin. Free stuff. Oh. What a necklace. Oh, that's zoomed in. Hey, I finally found a double set of the last part of the Lord of the Rings, so I listed another set. Just finishing up. Kind of watching it off and on. I got to see Frodo knock Gollum into the lava. Sold my Nickelodeon VHS for 50 bucks. I found some comics down at my Goodwill today. I left most of them. There was over a dozen different things, but I got this Kick-Ass. Of course, when I scanned the UPC, it came up at like $30, $35, and I got home, not as much, but I put it on for like 20 bucks. And then I got Optimus Prime, book 4. That's, I don't know, it should sell. I put 25 on it, but I'm hoping it'll sell quick. I think, and I got, that's it, I guess. I got a few other things. I got some shirts at Salvo the other day, but I did not film them. Had a pretty good weekend. Sold 8 things. One just this morning. I sold My Name is Earl mug. Oh, I sold it. Sold my 11 Looney Tunes VHS. I sold Maxwell blank recording tapes. I sold Coffee and Cigarettes VHS. Sold another single VHS, but I sold my 3 Lord of the Rings already. And I can't think of the other video I sold. I don't remember. So, there you go. Oh, I sold a magazine too. It's raining, it's pouring. That is pretty sweet. Excuse me. Oh boy. Ooh, the titty. Machine oil. Oh my god, records that I probably won't buy. You know, all mixed up probably. What's that pile? Probably have to bid against Hopper. What's in here? A bunch of crap. There's that box of records. Alright. That's weird. There's that Chantry. There's two of them, isn't it? Let me see that. What the hell? Moody Blue. I don't know. One cash. A bunch of junk. Could stuff the good ones in the back, but that probably won't help. Hey, that check. Right. Hey. More records. Star Wars crap.
What on the second page?
This is D&D figures. Let's see.
That's why I don't pull right.
Hey, you. Trying to focus on these terrible painted figures. Oh, I thought it was stuck to something. It's just a horse.
No, at least you got a seat.
I was going to check these out too. Twin size and that gold number 5. Trying to beat up. Yeah, we never know. Ooh, look at that. Whoa, that's weird. Broken. Yeah. What's that? When this baby found slain. 1932. My mom wasn't born for 2 more years. John Wayne. What's going on, Pilgrim? Hey, Pilgrim. Star Wars. Oh, what's this underneath this time? Buck Rogers.
I hope you're
Buck Rogers.
Hope you're seeing lots of good stuff.
Little collection, you got the boss, you got the adding machine, you got that, and all this right here. All that, but I got mine.
It's a little dark out here. Got some unknowns. My nose and my sides are plugged up. Feel like I'm underwater. There was a big lightning strike over that way earlier, which I would have been recording. Yeah, I was waiting for the Buck Rogers lunchbox. I'm not sure if I filmed that. But when I looked online, it was already up to 25. There's 2 remade Star Wars figures, and then the lunchbox didn't have a thermos, so basically it was already higher than I could sell it for. So anyway, and I looked through the junk inside just in case it was an old rare toy, but I didn't see anything. So there you go. Don't want to be anybody else. Yeah. Back from the auction. I've been back for quite a while. It's about probably going on 2 in the morning for my, somewhere between 1 and 2 probably. I went through these records I bought. Hopper thought I got a good deal. I just didn't quit bidding. There really was only 1 record in there that I was bidding for. I thought there was a Winnie the Pooh record, but it must have been a different stack. These I don't know what I'm gonna do with these yet. There's mostly just junk in there. It's crap. This Ramsey Lewis is never been worth much anyway, but it's also not that great a condition, so maybe I'll save it for my $2 box. And this Hair looks like it's probably playable. It's a good album. The cover's really split, so I don't think anybody's going to buy it. Then I threw probably about a dozen albums away. They were junk. Probably a lot of those should go. I don't know, because there's stuff I'm going to take to the auction that's better or the same as this stuff, and there's just no point in keeping more of it. I don't know what this was I was gonna donate if I had a big enough stack, but I'll probably just toss those. This is the stuff I pulled out. Let's see if I can get a better light. This isn't the greatest. I just don't know what I'm going to get accomplished this week. I'm supposed to take a load up to the auction, but I don't have anything ready. But anyway, this is the stuff I got that I'm pulling out. That, like I said, there's maybe 1 or 2 records in here maybe worth getting a little bit more out of. But I just thought some of it was unique. This is signed by him and his puppet. And I don't know who this Clea Lane. Born on a Friday. Just looked interesting. Then this is a Paul Winter album. I've had one of his other things. I don't remember what it was. Has a booklet in it and stuff. This is sealed. I highly doubt it's worth much. I never heard of this. Looked interesting. European Encounter, John Lewis and Sven Asmussen. I don't know, but also looks interesting. And this odd bird here, I'm not sure if it's Italian or what. It's I would assume it's some European stuff. Looks like somebody had their kid draw the back cover. At first I thought somebody doodled over it, but it's actually artwork. I don't know what this is, but the band, if that's the band, it looked interesting. Hold on. I don't know if that's the band. It looks like it's probably the band. That's a lot of members to split the money with. I got a leopard to picking on. But anyway, that looked like it was kind of cool. But it's volume 5, so I'm assuming it's just a collected bunch of junk. And those people mean nothing. Music around. I'm not really sure why that's... Why did I say that? Got a nice sleeve. Oh, that's a cool sleeve. Capital. I've seen that before. Oh my God, what is it? Musical Merry-Go-Round, Robert Irving. I have no idea why I pulled that up. This Amiga, the Amigos 10,000 Angels. I thought this looked cool. They actually are a band. I'm not going to go ahead and focus it in, but anyway. This actually had sold on eBay, Australia, by William Clausen. I don't know. It's neat. I don't see too many albums with kangaroos on them. I think this one sold online, but it's probably too rough to really get much out. Somebody's taped the top, probably when they could have glued it. Cha-Cha-Cha in Blue, Jose Curbelo Quintet. Machu Picchu, thought it might be neat to listen to that. It's probably too fluty. I got this I think a copy of this sold, but not for very much. I might be able to get a few bucks out of it. It's actually sealed, but split. Nobody's played it. It's beat up. That don't mean much. Crazy World of Arthur Brown. I don't think his stuff brings very much. I don't even know if I know it. I don't think I've had that one before. Miles Davis. It looked a little sketchy at the auction, but I think it'll be alright. I like the cover. The cover's pretty cool. And then a Julie London. She made a lot of albums. It looks pretty cool. I like that cover. I'll probably sell that. There's a lot of people that like to pick up Julie London. And my favorite big brother in the holding company after Janis Joplin. Yeah, she's not in this, I guess. Just the guys. I think it's maybe worth 10 to 20 bucks. I'm figuring I'll put 10 on it and see if anybody will buy it. I don't think I've ever seen that record out in the wild before, but I don't know. So now I have to finish the rest of it. All else that I did buy was a stack of comics. I only got one stack, one of the X-Men stack. The other went for $95. I'm not sure what was in there. I didn't look stuff, so that's a decent deal. But to resell them, and I got a bag of them. A lot of the stuff I got, I noticed it was yellowed, so there's going to be a lot in the other stuff that's yellowed. Yeah, so I'll probably show you them somehow. This is going to be too long though. I went through I got the big stack of Star Trek related magazines. There was a little bit of Star Wars in there too, but there's a lot. I basically went through it all, except for I have a collection of the fan club magazines, and there's some stuff inside there like posters. is it being too loud? Alright, I got a few things at Salvo last night, and I didn't really get too much. Got 2 books, the same one, softcover, hardcover of Jim Morrison, American Night, The Writings of Jim Morrison, Volume 2. I was hoping they'd have maybe Volume 1, but didn't see it. That's I just found that No One Here Gets Out Alive paperback, which I have no idea where that, oh, right here. Still laying around in my piles of unsold, undone stuff. I got up early, but I did not get my load of crap for the auction ready, so it is still in the shed. I was going to take all them albums up, but maybe next week. Flea market is now not until the first Sunday of May. They postponed it, so that sucks. I got 2 DVDs. I got Black Phone, Ethan Hawke. I had not seen it. And I found another 28 Days Later, so I'm going to list that. I might put it in with the 28 Weeks Later and hopefully get rid of both at the same time. I'll just have to take another picture or 2. I got a bag of videos, but I only really bought it. I saw there's one here. I meant to give the ones I didn't want to Hopper, and I forgot. Got the Corpse Bride on Blu-ray, but these are, I don't know if it's in good shape or anything. It could be nice. Yeah, it's alright. I don't know. I've seen it. A couple times at least. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, this was in here. This Welcome to Today, the surf film by Tony Roberts. Tony Roberts, that motivational guy, the big head. Chicago, don't care. Colorado Scenic Railroad, I might keep that to resell. Heartbreak Ridge, that's a good movie. I'm probably watch that. I haven't seen that for a long time. The Blind Side, no interest in that. Maker of Men, John Wayne, don't know what that is. Oh, I found a little disc. Mike P. Burton Funny Bunny, it's a CD. Huh, weird. King Lines, rock climber. I rock climbed in school. I'm afraid of heights though. Magnolia, isn't that with Tom Cruise or something? I always wondered what that was. Never seen it. Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool. No back picture. No idea what it is. I think it was an old rental, maybe. Yeah, and then whatever this is, Image Perception, something, Icon Breaker. I have no clue what this is. It looks like a homemade DVD. Huh, I don't know. Ministry. Keeping the Promise. I shouldn't be doing this. This video is probably going to have to get broke up into parts. I don't know, into a couple parts. But I got these comics behind me. I'll show you those. But what else did I get? Oh, there's records. But I did that video last night. I don't know what I left of that crap. Maybe I didn't show any of it. There wasn't really that much good stuff in there. There was one record, but it skips of the Miles Davis album. It cleaned up okay. It had a lot of, like regular marks from the cover or whatever, but it has a scratch at the beginning, and I tried working with it. Still sticks or makes a needle jump, so it's irritating. So it's not worth it. If it would have played right, it was probably a $20 or $30 record. I got this Big Brother and the Holding Company that's 1970 after Janice already kicked the bucket. I like it. I never really cared to listen to them before, but it's not too bad. So, I don't know, either maybe I'll toss these in the trash. Keeping the Promise has Keith Carradine. Just noticed that. And Annette O'Toole, I used to like her. I don't know, I guess I still like her. Not to. Anyway, that was that stuff. In the comics, I only bought 1 stack. That 1 stack, I think I already mentioned it, unless I cut that part out, that it went too high, but I think there was probably something in there I should have probably bid. Really going by the number of comics, it was only a couple bucks a comic at 95 bucks, but yeah, more like 3 bucks. I got X-Men 72, X-Men 79. See, these aren't perfect though, they got a lot of aging, so somebody did not bag these comics. 179. 173. I think there was a couple good X-Men in that other lot too. I don't know. I really didn't do a lot of messing around. A Toys R Us X-Men, don't know what that is. If these don't book for very much, those are probably going to go in my either dollar or my cheap pile, my 25, 50 cent stuff, whatever it was. Emon, old Charlton Comics, I remember they couldn't give them away. Daredevil, 222. That's probably not Frank Miller time period. I think his was earlier. Ow, cat, quit. Scripter, Denny O'Neil. I don't know any of the. Jim Shooter was still editor, and Ralph Macchio. He's an editor, not Macchio. Unexpected. 173. Another Daredevil. Oh yeah, same one, 222. Here's a 167 X-Men, Uncanny X-Men, Professor X, a nice cool Wolverine, the old brown costume. 178, the Blob and Storm. 146, Murder World. They all have issues with aging. Paper's aged. That never really bothered me. As long as they're a decent comic, I'm fine. 162. 160. That's a cool looking issue. I thought a couple of these booked for okay money, but probably in the condition they're not worth much. That one, Internals, number 13, the old diamond thing. There's a lot. I used to know the reason behind this. It might have been the early retail, the comic book store type. Amazing Adventures, Original X-Men, number 9. Another Amazing number 3. 223, 223 of Daredevil. 161, didn't I just have one of those? Maybe not. Number 7 of Sinbad. That's actually Worlds Unknown though. I used to have a couple copies of this. 168. Is that Rogue? I think that's Rogue, right? Worlds Unknown, number 8. Another early X-Men reprint, number 5. 178 of Unexpected. One of these got folded today. 169, yeah, they're all, condition. 176. 20th anniversary, number 175, is all mangled. And then we got this one. I think I overpaid on these. 170 for the aging and stuff. Yeah, I mentioned something to people last night. I thought it was kind of...
I don't know. I don't like the practice of they had model kits in the back room. Now, I know they don't want to put that stuff online, but they're being forced to. But those model kits, they showed the inside of 2 of the boxes because they look like the models kind of were in there. But the motorcycle and the other model, they did not show the inside, so you had no idea what you were actually getting. And they were like, they were 30-something online ahead of time. I didn't find out what they sold for. But I just thought, if you're going to show the inside of 2 of the boxes, you should show them all. Oh, even one big picture of all of them open would be good enough.
But, oh well. They'd probably rather have people not buy them online anyway, because they got to mail them out. Seems like I'm forgetting something. What else did I buy last night? Those records? Definitely forgetting something. Oh, I got a huge stack of Star Trek. There was a little Star Wars in there. I don't think I filmed that last night on the couch. But I went through them all already. I was in there at the right time, and I didn't have to bid very high to get them all. But there's going to be a bunch of $2, 3 for $5 stuff for my tart. And I'm going to have... I got some decent issues. There were some poster books, but whoever had there were these giant poster magazines. You read them, but they unfolded into one big poster. Tape marks on the covers of most of them from where they were hung up. But I thought I had 4 Star Trek, and I was going to sell them for $10. Or 3. Was it 4? No, it was 4. And then I found 2 more when I was digging through the rest of the stack, so I ended up making it $5 for 3, or whatever 3 you want, and bagged them separately. And that should be cheap enough for somebody that wants them. They don't have to pay a lot and own them finally. But they're from late 70s, I think. Then there was like 3 Star Wars ones too, so I have those. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll have to show you somehow. Oh yeah. big brother in the holding company without Janice. Not too bad.